Hello, I'm FullDeck.
I'm missing a few cards, and we're here today with a puzzle by Sujoyku.
We have enjoyed every Sujoyku puzzle we've ever solved. We saw this one on LMD, actually Missing saw it on LMD, and we thought we would give it a shot, see how we like it.
So let's
Not see how we like it, see how well we know we're going to like it because it's Sujoyku.
see how it goes.
See how it goes, exactly.
So it's simple rules. It's normal Sudoku rules apply. Every row, every column, and every 3x3 box has to contain a complete set of the digits 1 through 9.
And we also have cages, or killer cages, so digits inside a cage, so one of these regions that is bounded by dashed lines. The digits inside the cage sum to the clue in the top left. And if you've played killer cage Sudoku before, you know that often there's an additional part of that that says digits don't get to repeat. But in this case, all of the cages are completely contained within a box.
And one of the things that struck me when I saw this puzzle is how pretty the idea of the grid is, because this box has a 6 cage in it, this box has 7 cages, this box has 8 cages, 9 cages, 10 cages, 11, 12, 13 and 14.
Yes, very,
so
very
nice. Through the grid.
Very cool.
Very nice idea.
Very nice. All right, so let's restart the timer and see what we get here.
Let's give this a whirl.
Give this a whirl. Yes, that is what I'm trying to say. I see all sorts of fun stuff to start with.
Should we just do the things in rows 1 to yeah.
Sure. I mean, those were some
5.
of the things that I saw. So, this, if we were to place each of the digits 1 through 9 once each in any box, in any row or in any column, then the sum of those digits would be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9, which is 45. So in box 4 here, where Missing is selected as cell, we have 4 cages that sum to 36. And they contain 8 of the 9 digits. So the digits that's missing needs to complete the sum to 45. So it'll be a 9. And similarly in box 5, those 4 tin cages sum to 40. So we're missing 5. And then 4 11 cages sum to 44. And we're missing 1. And in box 9, we have 3 14 cages that between them sum to 42. So the missing 2 digits have to sum to 3, and they have to be a 1-2 pair. So how about box 8? We have 3 13 cages, so between them, those 7 digits sum to 39. We're missing 6, which could either be 1, 2, or 4, 5, but we already have a 1-2 pair in row 7. So row 7, column 4 was where missing put the 4, 5. The other half of the 6 has to be in the other cell that's not inside a cage. Excellent. Now, okay, that was the quick and easy stuff. Oh, well, the 6 cages are 1, 2, 3, yes. Okay, what about the 7 cages in box 2? We could have...
Actually, I think the 8 cages in box 3 might be slightly better.
Okay.
Because we've got 16 in 5 cells.
Oh, which has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, because 5 cells, the 5 lowest cells are 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is only 15. We need to have a sum that's 1 higher than that, with no more digits, so the only choice we have is to increase the 5 to a 6. Now you're doing things over there, and I would like you to explain what you're doing, please.
I put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 in
will you go undo
cells.
so we can see what you've done as you explain it, please? Okay, thank you.
So I put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, which are the only possibilities for these 5 cells. And I noticed that if this was a 1, if either of these were a 1, it would have to go with a 7. So that's not a 1. If either of them were a 3, it would have to go with a 5, and we can never put a 4. It would never put a 4 in a 2-cell 8 cage.
Okay.
So that is 2, 6.
Which makes that one a 1, 3, 4. Very nice. So now 1s and 3s are locked in rows 1 and 2 of boxes 1 and 3, so they both have to go down there.
So this is either a
1,
6, which it can't be because of the 2, 6
nice.
pair here. So this is a 3, 4.
Which makes the other one a 1, 6 placeable. Very nice. This is a lovely start. Okay, so now we have to start being clever, unfortunately. Well, in box 9, we have 2 cell 14
Where does 6
cages.
go in box 1?
Right there. Great. In box 9, we have 2 cell 14 cages.
Hang on. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. So
5,
one
6,
of those
8,
is
9.
a 5, 9, and one is a 6, 8. And that leaves 3, 4, and 7 for the 14, the remaining 14 cage. 3, 4, and 7. Yeah. Okay, you had something.
Yeah. 4 has to be in here, so it can't be there.
Okay, so why don't we explain to people why?
So there is a 4 here.
Uh-huh.
So where can 4 go in box 1? It can only go in these 2,
Okay.
so it cannot be there.
Yes, very nice, very nice. Okay, so now let's see what's next. Well, the 1 is looking up in column 8, which means that in box 3, the 1 is in column 7, which is going to resolve the 1-2 pair in box 9.
Two has to be in one of these 2 because they've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 quad there.
Oh, nice.
That can't be a 2.
Oh, good. So now we have a 1-3 pair in that row. Let's see.
Which doesn't really tell us very much because
doesn't.
these couldn't have been 1, 2, 3, and these couldn't have been 1, 3, 4. So
Yeah,
and these have a 1 and a 3 in the box.
yeah. But still, it's
Still, it's
nice
nice.
to see.
Yes.
Okay. The 13 cages in box 8. There's 2 2-cell ones, and we can't have both
Yeah.
8, 5, and 4, 9. So one of those 2 2-cell 13 cages is a 6, 7.
Yeah.
We don't know which one, though, unfortunately. So let's see, where is our next clever move?
So in that case, we have either
Well, there's neither a
So
6
these add to
nor
6.
Those add to 6, yes.
we've got a virtual 4, 5
Yep.
in all of this.
We have either an 8 or a 9 in that 13 cage.
with what?
With
8,
either.
8, 2, 3 or 8, 1, 3. 9, 1, 3.
Tell me why.
Because 3 can't go in the 13 cages, so it's got to
Oh,
be
right,
one of
right,
those.
right, right. Yes, okay.
So let's actually put that in there.
Yes, so there is a 3 in there. And that's going to put a 3 in row 7 of box 7 because 3s are locked into rows 8 and 9 in boxes 8 and 9. The 3 cannot be at row 7, column 3 because that would require a 9 to complete the
Yep.
12 cage. That locks the 3s into columns 1 and 2 in boxes 1 and 7, so the 3 has to be in that column, yes. And
It
it cannot
can't
be
be
in
there.
that 2-cell 9 cage! Woo! Nice. It couldn't be in
So-
the 2-cell 9 cage because it would require a 6, and there's already a 6 in the column.
Right there.
Yep. Excellent. So now we have a 6
6 in one
in
of
that
these.
column. Beautiful.
If it's in the 12 cage, it's a 1, 5, 6 or a 2, 4, 6.
Yes. And that would put the other half, that would put either a 1 or a 2 paired up with the 1, 2, 3 that's in the 6 cage in box 1. If the 6 right there is in the 12 cage, it goes, as you said, along with either 1, 5 or 2, 4 to make the sum of 12. 1, if there were a 1 in that 12 cage, it would match up with the 6, the 1 in the 6 cage to put a 1 in column 3 of box 4. Can you highlight those 2 cages that I'm talking about? So if the 6 is in if the 6 is in the 12 cage down in box 7, it goes with either a 1 or a 2, and whichever one it goes with gets locked into columns 1 and 2 in boxes 1 and 4.
So
pops
this is
over
1,
into
2,
that.
7, 8 is what you're saying.
If the 6 is
If
in
the
the
6
12
is there.
cage, otherwise, not necessarily. But we do have to have either a 1 or a 2 in that 12 cage, because the 3 is not in the 12 cage. So if we didn't have 1 or 2 in the 12 cage, we would have 4, 5, 6 at least, which would be 15. So there is either a 1 or a 2 in there, but not both. So the 9 cage in column 3 of box 4 is either 1, 8 or 2, 7. And the 1 cannot be in row 5. Okay. One of those cages is 4, 5. Don't know which one.
If it was this one, it would force a 5 into here.
Which
Five
can't
couldn't
be.
there.
5,
It would
6
force a
can't be
5
there.
That would be a 5, and that would be a 6, and that would
Yeah.
break the 14 cage.
Beautiful. Okay, talk through that again slowly.
Okay, so if this is a 5, if this is a 4, 5, then we have 5 in row 4, 5 in row 5. We need a 5 in row 6. It couldn't be a 5, 6 pair in the 11 cage, so it couldn't be in here. It would have to be here.
Yep.
That would require a 6 there, but that would break this 14
That would
cage
make it,
here.
yep, that would make it 17. Good. So
So
now we know
that
that's
is
the
a
4,
4.
5, and we can orient them. Beautiful. And so now we have a 5 in row 4 of box 6.
Yeah, but it's not so constrained as the...
No, but we can still mark it. Okay. And
So 4 in the central box, box 5, cannot be in here because it would need a 4, 6, and it sees them in the column.
in the column.
Cannot be in here because
Yep.
it would see a 6 there. So it's in one of these two. It could be there, not there, could be there or there. And it can't be there. It's one of
It's
these
in one
two.
of those two. So it can't be in row 6 at all because it sees a 6 in either the column or the row to complete for the 10 cage. And it can't be in row 5 because there's already a 4 in row 5. Can't be at row 4, column 5 because that would need a 6 next to it and sees one. Yep. So 4 in one of those. And that puts the 4 down in
So
row
that means
6.
6 is in one of those.
Yes. And the 4 in box 6 is down in that row.
Which means that 7 is in one of those.
Yes. And it cannot be a 4, 7 in the 2 cell 11 cage that's in row 6. Yes, it could. Never mind. I'm wrong. If it were, it would put both 4 and 7 in column 7 of box 3, but we could have the 4 up at... That would work. That could potentially work. So ignore what I just said. Okay.
If this were 4, 7, that would give us a 3, 4, 7 triple here, which would take the 3 out of there. That would give us a 4, 7 pair here, which would make that a 3.
I'm sorry, I was focused on other things. Would you say what you were saying again, please?
If this was a 4, 7 pair,
Yes.
then this would be a 3, 4, 7 triple.
Uh-huh.
So the 3 would be in one of these two, so it wouldn't be there. So this would be a 4, 7 pair, which would make that a 3, 1,
4 and 7. And 7 at row 3, column 7. Because of the 4, 7
Yeah.
pairs locked in, yeah.
So where can 2 and 9 go?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I think they could go. What I would love to do is rule them out of the 2-cell 11 cage in row 6. If
This
that
one.
were a 2-9, what happens to the world?
That's broken. Because you can't
Is it-
put 2-8 or 1-9 or 4-6 or 3-7.
Okay, perfect. Then the
So
2
2-9 is not in
2-9
there.
cannot be there. So 2-9, the 2 can only go in a couple of places.
So the 9 could be here with a 2.
Yep.
And the 9 could be here with a 2.
Yep, and that's it.
And that's it.
Yep.
So the 9s are in here.
Yes.
And the 9 can't be here because that would require a 1.
Yep. So that's a
this is a
1-9.
1-9.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. That was very helpful.
Oh, no.
Can we do something similarly clever? Oh, wait. Wait a second. Let's examine that case where row 4, column 8 is a 2.
If this is a 2.
If that's a 2, then above it is a 6. So the 14 cage that's directly below it is a 5-9.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but that works. That works. Because the other 14 cage in box 9 would be a 6-8, and row 4, column 7 would be a 9. What about the other one? What about if that's a 2-9? It is, oh, that doesn't clear it up. Never mind. I was really hoping that would resolve that would interact in interesting ways with the 14 cages in box 9.
However,
Okay.
where is 2 in box 4, roughly speaking, and where is 2 in box 6, roughly speaking? 2 is in one of these 4 cells.
Yes.
2 is in one of these 2 cells. It's
Oh,
perhaps in
nice.
those
So
4 and
it
5,
has
so
to be. The
that's a
only
2.
place for a 2 in row 6 is there. Very nice. That's going to take the 8 out right next to it, which takes the 1 out. And that is a 2-7. The other one is a 1-8. Very, very nice. Okay. Which puts 8 down in row 6 of box 3. And it can't be in the 2-cell 11 cage because that would require a 3, and there's already a 3 in the row. Beautiful.
This is in fact a 4-7.
That is a
pair.
4-7, yes.
And we did some things with that. That's not a 3. That's not a 3. Not a 3, so that is a 3. And so that's a 1, and that's a 4.
And
that's a 3.
And row 3, column 7 is a 7. Because 7s are locked
Yes.
into columns 8 and 9. Okay, and now the 8's looking down in column 7 to give us a 5-9 pair for that one, which makes that one a 6-8, which looks up to the 2-6. So we get the 2 there, the 6 there. That resolves which of those 11 cages is a 2, because the 2 can no longer be at row 4, column 8. Beautiful, and the other one's a 5-6, and we can place them because there's a 6-8 pair looking up in the column. Awesome.
And that's a 4, and that's a 6, because this can't be a 6.
Very nice. So that one
And
is the
it's a
3-7.
3-7, and I don't see a resolution of it at the moment.
No, but that will resolve the 2-7 pair in box 4.
Box 4, yep.
And in column 8, the 3 is looking down. Wait, you have the wrong setting. It's 7. Beautiful. Oh, this is so much fun. This is a really, as always, it's Sujoyku, so of course it's a beautiful
9.
puzzle. Yes.
One,
These
two,
are
three,
5
four,
and
5
8. Yep.
Don't see a resolution.
No, the rest of row 3 is 5, 8, 9. We can get a little bit
So
of.
that's 4-7, placeable.
Oh, nice. Yes, 7 and 4.
You said 5, 8, 9?
5, 8, 9. So that's an 8, 9. 5, 8, and then all of the possibilities 5, 8, 9. Okay. Row
Okay.
2 needs 2, 5, and 8. So 2, 8, and 2, 5, 8. Do we have anything other? Oh, 4 looks up in row 6, in column 6.
Which we could have had for a little while because we had 3s trapped in here and in the 13 cage.
Yeah, but we had lots of other things we were
Yeah.
looking at. I am not bothered by not seeing that
No.
in the first instance. Okay, so now what do we have?
Well, this is no longer 5, 7.
No.
If it's 3, 9, it's in one order.
Yep. And if
Oops.
it's
9, 9, 3 in that order,
Or
5,
8.
7.
no 5, 7.
I
4,
said
8.
that's not there.
Yes,
right?
yeah. 4, 8.
4, 8 in
Yeah.
that order.
Yeah.
So there's a 1 in here somewhere.
Where does 3 go in column 2? Precisely there. And that, yes, places the 9 in box 1. That's now a 5, 8 pair, yeah. Okay, and now 3 is no longer, we can uncorner mark the 3 there. And what does that do for our 13
If there's a
cage?
6 in there, it's a 2, 4, 6.
Right, so 1's not in there.
So
So there is a 2 in there. Absolutely, there's a 2 in there.
Yes, because I would be 4, 5, 6, and it's
Yeah.
too big. Okay, so there is a 2 in here.
And there's no 1 or 3, so it's at least, and it can't be, it has to be
So
2, 4,
minimum is
6.
2, 4, 6. 'Cause
Yeah, because we can't have both 4 and 5 in there, because the 4 and 5 in column 1.
Yep.
So it is a 2, 4, 6, because once
so
we
that's
get,
a 4. And that's a 2, 6 pair.
yes,
And
the 4 looks right. Okay, beautiful. What about
So
that
this can't be a
13
4,
cage?
9, so
Cannot
that's
be
a
a
4.
4, 9. Ooh, I'm not sure about that.
It can't be a 4, 9 because there's a 9 in the row.
Right.
So where does 4 go in this stretch?
Okay, yes. I thought you were using the fact that we had to use either a 4, 9
No,
or a 5, 8,
no,
but the 4, 9
no.
could have been on the next row. But
Now
yes,
we need a 5,
the question
8.
of where is 4 in row
No.
7. Yes. Okay.
Now we need a 5, 8 and a 6, 7.
Yes.
That's no longer a 6.
Tell me. Oh, because of the 2, 6
6
pair.
pair.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. So in fact, where does 6 go? No, it could go in the other. Go in the 6, 8.
7?
I did not. I was paying attention to the 13 cages, and you're just putting in digits without explaining. Can you go back,
Sorry,
please?
I was using this special oriental trick of Sudoku.
Well, that's nice, but you still need to explain it as you
Okay,
go.
so the 2's here.
Mm-hmm.
Make that a 1.
Mm-hmm.
That a 2. That a 1. That an 8.
Thanks. The one's looking down.
What's
yeah.
left in the column? It's a 7.
Beautiful. So,
So this is not
that
6,
is
7,
the
it's
5,
5,
8.
8, and it's
Yes.
placeable.
And that
And
makes
that's a 6.
and that
That's
envelopes
an
8. And
And
now
we
that's
need
a 6, 7
placeable.
because of the 6 in column 6.
And
yes.
these add up to 6. The 4 and the 2,
2,
here add up to
yes.
6. And
So then
we-
1, 3, 9 in the
that's a
13
1
cage
and
because of the
a
1 looking
9
down.
and a 3.
Because of the 3 already in row 9.
1.
Yes.
And this is 5 and 8.
5 because we got an 8 already in the row. But let's do some
No,
cleanup
I meant
first.
in the box. It's 5 and 8.
Okay,
Left,
so
right? So that's the 8 and that's the 5 because there's an 8 in the row.
yes, okay, and now we can clean up the rest of rows 8 and 9 because we have a 5 looking right and we have a 2 looking left. Good. Now column 5, the 1 looks up. You're
Sorry.
Explaining.
Column 4, the 3 looks up.
okay. Thank you. Column 5, the 1 looks up,
Column 5, the 1 looks up.
and column 5, the 8 looks up. And 2 and 5 are both looking up. The 2 and the 8 are looking over.
And we're left with 5, 7, and 9.
Yep.
So that's the 5, that's the 7, that's the 9.
Yes.
Oh,
very
that was
nice.
lovely.
That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Really enjoyed that.
I did too. Click like that puzzle, please. Beautiful work. Beautiful puzzle. Thank you, Sujoyku. What a clever conceit. Will you click OK so we can see the puzzle again? So that idea of the cage values increasing. And so in box 1, I guess it could have been two cell 6 cages, like it was two cell 7 cages in box 2, but having the single cage and then sort of maximizing how many of the cages you could get. You couldn't put another of any value cage in any of these boxes.
7 in one.
Oh, actually, you could, couldn't you? Yeah, we could have had a 2-5 cage. Oh well. Well, I still thought it was a very nice conceit.
It's a lovely puzzle.
Beautiful, absolutely delightful, and the way they were used to drive some hidden single digits from the sums in the boxes and pairs also from the sums in the boxes. So single digits in that second band and pairs of digits in boxes 8 and 9. I just really nice.
Really enjoyed that.
Very much so.
Thank you, Sujoyku, for setting that. And as our friend Brem would say, good luck with your solving.
That's right.
Hi, I'm butting in here, and I've never done this before, and I'll probably never do it again. But I did notice while FullDeck and Missing a Few Cards were solving this that Missing a Few Cards said that this is not a 3, and he proceeded to remove the 4 from this cell and then went on to use the 3-7 here to resolve it with the 3. So he said this isn't a 3, so this is a 3, and then went on to say, well, because there was a 3 here, this had to be a 7. And that didn't work because saying this isn't a 3 meant that this was a 4-7 and there was a 4-7 pair here. So I'm going to try and solve it without that logical error, get past that point and then move on. Now, I haven't solved the puzzle up to here. I've just watched their solve. So I'm going to see what I can do. One thing I did see that I thought was interesting that I'm going to say is 1 and 2 can't go in any of those cells, and I can't put a 1 or a 2 in 13 cage. So this isn't the 3, this is actually a 1-2 pair here, but that doesn't help. The 8 here, of course, does mean that this 14 cage can't be 6-8, so this is 5-9, and this can't be 5-9, this is 6-8. The 6-8 looks up saying that this is the 2 and this is the 6. I think they find all of this. But now they did say that this isn't 3, and I can't 100% remember why they said that. But the 3 of course looks up meaning this is the 1, this is the 4, this is the 3, which look down saying this isn't the 3, and here's the 4-7 pair. But I'm not sure how to resolve that. This isn't the 2, this is the 2. Now for the 11 cage to work, this is the 5, this is the 9, which means this isn't the 9. There is a 5 in here, and 5. This means this is a 5-6 pair, which means this is the 1. Okay. That was in their grid. I obviously hadn't put that in. The 5-6 means that this is the 6 and this is the 4, which means this is actually the 3-7. But I still haven't resolved this. The 6-8, of course, means that this is the 5 and this is the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9. The 1 makes this the 3, which takes 3 out of these. This is a 1-2 pair, putting 1 down here, but of course 1 can't be in the 12 cage, or there's a 1 looking at it. This 1-2 makes this the 1. This is not the 1, but I still haven't resolved this 4-7 pair to my satisfaction. These are 5, 7, and 8. This is not the 8 or the 5. This is the 7. This is not the 7. This is a 5-8. Right, there is a 3 down here because of the 3-4-7, but I still haven't resolved this. I'm assuming it's going to come out by Sudoku at the end, because this feels like now there's a whole heap of stuff happening over here, such as this 2 making this the 7 and this the 2. I could have used the 3-7 pair the same way. I really don't know. If this is a 1, these would have to sum to 12. They could be 9. Well, there's a 3 looking up, meaning that's the 7 and that's the 3. So what are these? They are 3, 4, 5, and 9. So these are 3, 4, 5, and 9. Now, there's no 3 or 4 there. So this is 5 or 9. There is a 3 down here. If this was 3, 4, this would have to be too high. So there's no 4 down here. If this is 3, 5, they would sum to 8. And if these were 8, this would have to be too high, and that doesn't work. So these are 3 and 9. 3 and 9 sums to 12, so this is the 1, this is the 2, this is a 3, pardon me, 3-9 pair, meaning this is the 5, this is the 4. This still hasn't broken that open, has it? 3-9, 5-9 means 9 is up here in one of these two. I'm going to cut back to their solve before they've got to this point. This 3 makes this 4 and this 3. This 1 makes this 9 and this 1. Now we know these because these are now the 5, 8 and the 6, 7. So these are 5, 8 and 6, 7. I don't know. This 5 makes this the 8 and this the 5. This triple, of course, is known because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 5, 8 and 9. There's no 9 there. There's no 5 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. These are 4 and 7, and I know the order, 4 and 7. But these are still not resolved, at least not that I'm seeing. So is it this 12 cage or this 12 cage? Well, what's the triple here? These are 5, 8, and 9. So these are 5, 8, and 9. Now, if this is 5, that would have to be 7, and it can't be. So this is not 5. So this is either 9, 3, or 8, 4. And it can't be 8, 4 because the 4 there. So this is 9 and 3. So there's no 3 there. The 9 takes 9 out of both of those. The 5, 8 makes this the 9. I'm not getting there, am I? So what is these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7 and 9, and the 9 gives me the order. 7 and 9. These are 2 and 8. 2 and 8. So 2 jumps up to 8 and 2. I was going to insert this in the middle of their video, but I'm actually going to insert this at the end, I think. The 8 looks down saying there's no 8 in either of those, so these can't be the 5, and the 6 looks down saying there's no 6 in either of those, so these can't be the 7. So this is the 6, 8, this is the 5, 7, giving me a 6, 8 pair. So this can't be the 6. So now the 6 is in this 12 cage, because this is the 5, 7. This is the 7, this is the 5, so this becomes the 8, this becomes the 6, this becomes the 8, this becomes the 6, this becomes the 7. There is no 7 here. Has that done it? Or am I completely out of my nut? So there is a 6 in this 12 cage, so, and this can't be 1, 5, 6. So this is 2, 4, 6. Remember they were talking about it had to be either 1, 5, 6 or 2, 4, 6. There's no 6 here. So this is 5 or 8. There's a 5, 8 pair, so there's the 1, there's the 8. The 1 looks up making that the 2 and that the 1. The 2 looks down making this the 4. I get to solve a puzzle that I didn't have to start. This is very weird. I've never done this before. The 2 makes this 6 and 2. What have I missed? The 4. The 4 looks back taking 4 out of all of those, so this becomes 7, 3, 4. The 4 looks up making this 7 and 4. The 3 looks back making 9 and 3. The 9 looks across making 5 and 9. The 5 looks back making 8 and 5. And the 5 looks up making 8 and 5. There you go. I did not solve it in that time. I literally entered the grid up to the point they were up to like 25 minutes into their solve. So I really like this puzzle as well. And you get a bonus at the end. I hope FullDeck and Missing a Few Cards aren't upset that I did that, but I'm trying to offset comments that they skipped logic because of a bad pencil mark entry. Yeah, we all do it. Everybody does it. If you're not on camera, I guarantee you do it too, and you don't even notice. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'm sorry to FullDeck and Missing a Few Cards. As always, good luck with solving.